Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Right to the air is Carr. He'll hit his running back, Amir Abdullah. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 more yards there and another first down. To throw his Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw going to be taken in by Cole. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
First down Raiders, Carr to Waller. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Carr. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Here's Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, Now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And Sanders on first down with a little bit of space as he works his way forward. A gain of 4.
Okay, break.
From the 44, Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
He'll look downfield for Waller. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 2nd and 9, Carr. He's got Renfro on the out route. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
He's going deep for Brown. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Going deep here for Watkins. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, his arm strength, never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's Carr to throw. This a screen to Abdullah. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now Carr on the move to his left. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Back to Renfro again, complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Touchdown! Darren Waller with a touchdown grab from Derek Carr. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the...
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Now a hit and a loose football, and the Raiders pick it up, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
He completes it to Abdullah. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
So Carr exits on fourth down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Carlson is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Now they'll throw with Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. A dump off for Abdullah. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Again, it's Carr. This throw over the middle taken in by Cole. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 2nd and 4. From midfield, here's Carr. It's complete. Abdullah. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
Carr completes it, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, now Carr. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Carr going to throw. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Carr going to give it to Jacobs, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Jacobs again, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hurts throw there, complete to Rodgers. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
19-18.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hurts.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Throwing is Hurts.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Oh, wide open, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Carr going to look to throw. Out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. The open man here, Renfro. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Carr to throw again. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.